Hello my lovely people, it's Amanda. You have to excuse me today, I've had a mega busy day, so I've got no makeup on, so I do apologise if I look a bit scary. I've got a huge haul for you today, quite a lot of bits from different places. I've got a bit of baking and things to do with Christmas coming, so I thought I'd go get all the bits and pieces and then I'll share them all with you, what I've bought and the prices and one thing and another. So I've been to ALDI, I've been to Home Bargains, I've been to, I'm looking around at what I've bought, MAXX, I've been to Asda's, I've been to Tesco, I think, oh, and the range, yeah, so quite a few places. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you have subscribed, thanks for staying with me. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. And any comments, anything you want to know, please pop it in the comments box below and I'll do my best to sort it out for you. Well, today it is Friday, the 18th of December, week before Christmas Day. This time next week, it will all be over and all the fuss and all the hassle will have gone with it. I'm just so thankful that we've been able to get to the shops and things. I've had quite a big problem because I bought everything for Christmas, all my serviettes, all my crackers, all my table decor, a lot of my ingredients and utensils, all that kind of thing. Baking stuff, silicone mats, and I bought loads and loads of stuff for Christmas and took it all to the caravan because that's where we were going. And then we were informed that because it's tier 3 we're not allowed to stay there. So we are now having Christmas at home. So today, after they announced the tiers yesterday and that there was no changes, we were hoping that we might drop a tier into tier 2 and we'd be able to go. But anyhow, it's better to be safe than sorry. So what I've done, should I say, today, I've gone out and got what I think I needed to replace. So what we'll do is the things that we bought for Christmas for this year we'll use next year, because hopefully by then we'll be living over there, or we'll have found somewhere else to live at least anyway. So I've had to go buy what I think we need. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I can manage without that we just bought with it being his first real Christmas over at the caravan. So, but it don't matter. It's not a waste of money. So for those of you that think I've wasted money by buying for Christmas there and then I've had to replace it all, it will all be used and it will all come in. So it's like money and savings in the bank, if you like. It's an item rather than cash. So the cash isn't in the bank. The cash is in the item, if you like. So, yeah, hey-ho, nobody could foresee it. We didn't know that's what was going to happen. So, such is life. Things happen. A lot worse happening. There's a lot worse things happening at the minute, isn't there? So, that's the least of my worries. Anyhow, yes, so get yourself a nice drink, my Diet Coke, as usual. I hope you're nice and cosy. I've got my big, thick, floppy jumper on. Sloppy Joe, I call it. It's nice and warm and toasty, and as I say, bare face. I'll be going to bed not long after I've done this haul and edited it for you. I'm shattered and I need to do a list of, I've still got to do my food shop. I need to do a list of what I need for when hubby's home tomorrow, and then we can go get what we need for the week up to Christmas. I'm also going to do another video this week about menu planning, which I promised. Not for Christmas Day, just for normal weekly menu planning. It's not a Christmas Day menu plan. So I'll show you how I do my menu plan for the week, but that's the next video that's coming up. Okay, so I've got things piled on my table in different shops, and I can hardly move. I don't know really where to put my drink so that it's safe. I'll pop it up there. Right, okay, so let me pick the first bill up, that might be the easiest. Tesco. Okay, now the first thing on my Tesco list was some aluminium cooking, foil cooking trays and what have you. Now I picked these up there because I wanted some round ones, and these are foil cooking dishes and lids, and there are 5 in here. Now I'm not exactly sure how much these were, because I think my aunt must have picked them up and put them in her trolley and then put them on the side with my stuff. I think they were about £1 something, one something anyway, I think. So those are the round ones. I did want some like the loaf tin size, but they didn't have any there. But I did get some anyway from the range. So, but I'll show you those in a second. So they've got the lids. They're good for if I'm baking anything in there, save washing up and what have you, just over Christmas while it's busy. So yeah, foil trays, 5 in there, as I say. They weren't majorly expensive. I think they were £1 something. So that's that. I looked everywhere for a nice size cake board, couldn't find one. The only one I could find was in Tesco, and me and this lady were having the same conversation about why can't you ever find cake boards when you want a square one. And they seem to be now 10 inches rather than 12 inches, which they used to be. Anyway, this is a 10-inch board, cake board. I don't think it's going to be big enough because it's for me to do. I'm going to make a chocolate Yule log, and if you want me to do a video on that, I will. Please pop it in the comments below. So I don't think that'll be big enough. I think what I'm going to end up doing is using one of my large foil trays, so I'll decide nearer the time when I've tried it. So yeah, but that'll come in anyhow, and that was £1, I think. Cake board, yeah, £1. The next thing I got was, I'm doing, I don't know if you saw this morning this week, with is it Juliet Sears? I think it's Juliet Sears, or Julia Sears, I think. She made some of the little gnome gonk things out of icing, so I'm going to do some of those to go on my cake board as well with my log, which is why I don't think it's going to fit a Yule log on here, and these gonks, I want to call them, I think she called them gnomes. So I may just do a family of them and sit them on there, and then use one of my other trays for my Yule log. So we will see. So if you want me to do a video on the gonks, gnomes, I'll do that as well. So I needed some coloured writing icing, so I got this pack of 4 from Tesco. They were £4. There is red, black, green and blue in there. They're good festive colours. I also picked up a large pack of fondant icing. You can never really have too much of this, because I have bought some more as well. I bought some colours, but this is a white one. And this was £2 as well, I believe. They're for the gnome things as well. And I picked up some ice cream cones. These were 65p, I think, for 10. Let me just have a look. Yep, 65p. These are for the gnomes as well. And as I say, if you want me to put on there how I'm doing them, I will do. I also needed some cinnamon sticks, obviously because it's Christmas. So cinnamon sticks at Tesco, 99p. I'd used my last one the other day on my ham that I did, if you watched the video. Yeah, the ham used some. And the fondant icing, I didn't tell you the size, did I? A kilo for £2. That's that. And I'm also going to make some of James Martin. He's been on this morning. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. This morning, the programme, I mean, not this morning. For do some biscotti. I love biscotti. So I needed some nuts, so I've got some blanched almonds and some blanched hazelnuts, and I think it's the almonds for the biscotti. I can't remember what I bought the hazelnuts for, but I know it's for one of my recipes I need for Christmas, so they will come in. But anyhow, let me tell you how much they are. £1.50 for the almonds, and the same for the hazelnuts. Now I'll give you a little tip when you're buying nuts at Tesco. They sell these on near the fruit and veg. They're a different packet, I think, but they sell them near the fruit and veg. But if you get them from the baking aisle, they're a lot cheaper. and it's the same thing basically. So I always get them from the baking aisle, never from where the fruit and veggies, where they sell the seeds and the nuts and things like this. So just a little tip there, little hint for you. So I needed those, so that's those. Now that's everything I got from Tesco. See if I can make a space and put them to one side and move my receipt out of the way. Then the next place, the next pile of, well, one thing I got, but it's in the nearest thing to me, is I needed some new cutlery for my Christmas table. Ooh, trying not to drop anything. And I've looked at a few different ones, and I don't like cutlery when the fork tines they're called, aren't they? Yeah, or prongs, whichever. When these are bendy, some when they're cheaper, they're really bendy, and I didn't want it to be cheap and nasty bendy. So these are nice, and these are by Ceviche. Ceviche Glamour 16-piece cutlery set, 4 knives, 4 forks, 4 dessert spoon, 4 teaspoons, and they're in a copper colour, and they've got a hammered handle finish. They're beautiful. They're quite heavy as well, so they're a nice weight. It says stylish stainless steel cutlery. Blooming heck, try saying that when you've had a drink. It's a good job I've only been on non-alcoholic bubbles. Stylish stainless steel cutlery with metallic effect for a sophisticated dining experience. Ceviche Homeware Limited. So they are lovely. I haven't washed them yet. I've left them in the packet till I've got organised. I just put them on my dining table, and then I know exactly where they are. So that's all I bought in the in TK Maxx today. I had seen some in Asda's online, which is why I went to Asda's. But before I went to Asda's, I had to nip into TK Maxx. So I saw these, and I thought, oh, I'll take them instead. They're nice, just in case Asda's didn't have any in when I got there. As is sometimes the case. Right, let me put these to one side with my other bits from Tesco, and then I'll get the next set of things, which are from the range. All those over there. Okay. Whew. Right, so let me get my receipt, and then I can tell you what I mean and what I'm talking about. I'll make it look like I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so I got these are the other aluminium foil containers. These were £1 for 6, and these are like the takeaway tubs that you get from the Chinese or whatever. They've got lids with them. Again, you can bake whatever you want in them, save you washing and using all your bakeware up. They're easy, save time at Christmas. And they're also good for popping in your freezer. The lids are white on one side and silver on the other. You put the silver side facing your food, if you seal it up to put it in your freezer. The silver side facing your food, and then the white to the outside, and you can write on the white what's actually in there. Brilliant for leftovers, because I hate waste, and we always use our leftovers up in different things, so these will be very handy. So they will get used, all of them probably, for different things. Okay, oh, just let me move my cinnamon sticks, because it doesn't like resting on top of that very much. Also in the range, I wanted some of my Loafting Liners, so I got these. There's 15 in these, $1.49. This makes it so easy. You don't have to line the tin, and you don't have to then grease it and mess about with it. You pop one of those in, pop your whatever you're baking in, your cake, whatever, and then when it's done, lift it out with that, and it's done. Throw that away or freeze it. Once it's cold, you can freeze your cake or whatever you've done in it. Wrap it in cling film, bang it in the freezer. If you're not using it, or if you're making 2 of one particular thing, you can freeze one and use one. I use these quite a lot, so that's those. So they were $1.49. And then also, to go on my Yule log, I wanted some little bottle brush tree. Well, I haven't been able to find any of these trees anywhere. I got the last packet from the range, and they were $3.50. They've got 20% off the arts and crafts, so they were £2.80. And there's 6, 2, 6 in there, yeah. So, and the you can't really see on there, but the glittery, sparkly, they're really pretty. Yeah, they're really lovely. So I won't use all of them, obviously, but I maybe use, I don't know, 2 or 3 of them. So I've got those, and I'll save the rest for next year. Just remember either to take them to the van and remember to bring them home, or don't. Just take them with me wherever I move to. Then the other thing I got from the range was for the gnomes, gonks things, I need some flesh coloured fondant. Well, I couldn't get any, so I got some baby pink food colourant, concentrated food colourant, which was 180. And I'll just add a teeny tiny bit. It's for my gonk's nose, that's all. I'll add a teeny tiny bit to the white till I get the colour that I want. So that's what that's for. And then in this tin, the tin wasn't in the... I didn't buy the tin from there, I bought the tin from TK Maxx a few years ago. But I needed an icing kit. Now I did buy an icing kit, an icing bag and some nozzles in Home Bargains as well, because I wasn't sure if I could get one of these syringe ones. I've been looking for one for a while, but anyhow, I've got 2 things, so that's fine. My others are all at the caravan. You see, this is, I took everything there, and that's another thing I wanted, my icing stuff and baking stuff, but anyhow. So this 6-piece icing set was $4.99, and it is by MAXX, so it's a good one. So you've got a syringe pump type one, like that, with one nozzle is already in it, and then you get, that's a plain nozzle, then you get the changeable nozzles. We've got one that's like a filigree kind of leaf. That one's like a ribbon when it's iced. Got a large star, a plain tube one. Oh, I'm at the wrong end. A large star. Did you see that one? Another star there. And this one is, oh, that's a star with a bit of a different star, like you know, the tall thin stars rather than the stars that are equal on the angles. And then that's a round tube one as well. So that's good. So I've got those with it. And then the tin, I put them in this tin, but they won't fit with the thing on, so I have to take the pump bit off. So they come apart easily. Take the bottom off, and that's it. Easy to wash that bit, easy to wash these, plastic and stainless steel. I'll fit it now, put my icing in there for now. And then that was everything from there, but my aunt also bought me, because I was looking, I'm trying to find the lid for my tin, I'm sorry, I can't find it. I was going to show you the tin, not to worry. I wanted a Lazy Susan for my cheeses, and I'd seen one in TK Maxx the other day, and I thought, I wish I'd have got that now, so I went back for it today, which is one of the reasons I went back. Anyway, it wasn't there, they'd gone. So we saw this in the range. It's a Serve and Bon Appetit. So my aunt bought me this one, and this spins. So my plan with this is, when we have our cheese on Christmas Day, I'm going to pop all the cheeses on here, and there's 3 of us for Christmas lunch, so then we'll all be able to pass it around like this to each other without trying to hand plates over and what have you across the table. So people, we can help ourselves then to whichever cheese that we want that's along here. I will put like a lace, a paper doily or something on here, so that the cheese doesn't start to, if it's a bit damp or oily or anything, it doesn't soak into here. This is bamboo, so I think this was £8, which I think is a steal, really. The one I've seen in TK Maxx, I think, was about 18, so that's good. So yeah, it's a Serve and Bon Appetit. It's nice and light, and it can be used for other things throughout the year as well, so it'll come in handy for condiments or I don't know, all sorts of things. You could even put it in a pantry, like to put your condiments on and turn it like that, so you don't have to get everything out. Just take off there what you want. Yeah, so Lazy Susan. I've wanted one of these for quite a long time, but got one today, so that's good. Let me pop that over there out of the way because it's quite heavy. There we go. Right, now we will move on to That's all home bags. We'll move on to Asda. I popped into Asda. Let me get rid of my TK Maxx done. We've done that one. And we've done home bargains. Those bills. So, we've got Aldi's and Asda's. Yeah. Now, one of the things I'd bought and took over to the caravan was Christmas crackers. And I got those from the range before when I got them. So which is one of the reasons we went into the range. But to be honest with you, when we went in the range, all the Christmas stuff was practically gone. There wasn't a lot left. Couldn't find the crackers. Anyway, I did see them on the last aisle as we were coming away. But I'm quite glad because I found these in Asda's and I love them. These are Christmas tree shaped crackers. And I've never seen these before. They're £8 for 6. And I think they've got them in silver as well. And they did have plenty. So yeah, I just think they're absolutely fantastic. And it says on the back, you can see the kind of things that are included. I do like crackers that don't have any plastic bits in them. You know, the little joke things and things you get, because I just think it's such a shame when it just goes to landfill and all gets in the ocean and things. So these are all metallic-y things that there's a little egg cup in there, little nutmeg grater, bottle opener, trolley coin thing, a little whisk and a photo holder. It does say that the content can vary, but at least they're going to be of a decent quality and not made of plastic, which is good. So yeah, they were £8 for 6 at Asda, and I think they're amazing. So thank you, Asda, for those. I like those better than the ones I got, definitely. And it says on here that it's recyclable. These are cardboard, so they'll be recyclable, and the box will be recyclable. There's no plastic in the front either, which is good. I hate it when everything's packaged in plastic. It drives me mad, honestly. So yeah, I love those. I'll take a photo of my Christmas table when I've done it, and then we're going to see what it looks like. It'll be all pretty, hopefully. And then the other thing I got in Asda's, which I thought was a bargain, again I've used a tin that I had, was these cookie cutters. Now these were £2, I think. Yeah, £2 for this lot. Now we have, there's none of them the same. I've had a look. So if you want some cookie cutters to do gingerbread and things with the kids, get yourself down to Asda's. I'll run through what they are, and they're suitable for all seasons because we've got Easter in here and all sorts. So I needed a biggish tin. I tried a few tins and they won't all go in, there's that many. Right, let's start with these to start. We've got a heart shape. We have a square. We have a circle. It's like place go through the round window. Then there's a rectangle. And then there's an egg shape. That would be good for Easter. See that side, you can see it better. Yeah, an oval for an egg. And a triangle. What's this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Octagon. Like a plus sign, or a medical sign even, pharmacy sign, whichever. A star. We have, what's that? Pentagon shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, pentagon. Another star, smaller one. A hand shape. What's this one? This is a seal. I think that's oh no, it's a dinosaur. A dinosaur shape. And this is a bird. The good thing as well on these, the detailing on the back comes through onto whatever you're cutting out. If you can look in there, you'll see the recessed bits and things. So you get the detailing, which is on the front, transferred through to the back. That's a bird. That's a duck. Wah. A butterfly. Teddy bear. I've never seen one of these before either as a cookie cutter ever. And that's an angelfish. I've never ever seen one of those. I can't wait to have a go with that. I bet that's fantastic when it's cut out. We've got a horse. We've got a gingerbread person. We have, what's that one? A dog. A musical note. I've never seen one of those either in a cookie cutter. A mouse. All those. There's some really unusual ones. We've got a Santa. That's fantastic. And what's this? Rabbit. Again, an Easter one. And a diamond. £2 for that lot is fabulous value. They're quite good to be able to hold. They're quite sturdy. They don't bend. I'm squeezing it quite hard and it's not moving. They're really sharp on the other side, so they'll do a clean cut, hopefully. I mean, if you're doing cookie, I would pop that into icing sugar and push it through, and then you get your details left and not. I'm not saying that they do break off or anything, but I would dip it in icing sugar flat and before you cut out with it. So, yep, fabulous value. Well done, Asda. That's two fantastic things. I really, really love those. And I think for the money, £10 for those crackers and those cookie cutters, I can't even say it, cookie cutters, is amazing value. So well done, Asda. You've done us proud. So yeah, that's those. Now I shall move on to, are these home bargains? Yes, these are home bargains. Let me just move that over there. That's the Asda thing, receipt. Okay, so, let me Aldi one there. Just let me have a quick drink of my refreshment. As I'm talking a lot, aren't I? I'm sorry. I am sorry. Right, so, home bargains. Firstly, more foil trays. These come in packs of 2. So I've got 2 packs of 2. So I've got 4 here. And these were, let me see, 69p for 2. So each pack is 69p, and these are roasting trays. Don't think it tells you the size, but they're about 30 centimetres by about 20. But a good size. You can do veg in them as well as chicken or turkey or beef or whatever you're cooking. Turkey crown would probably fit in there. I'm not sure if turkey would, but a chicken would. But a turkey crown would fit in there. But just be careful if you put anything too heavy in to hold them underneath, or slide it on a board or something until you get it in the oven and when you get it out of the oven, so that it don't bend in the middle and spill anything hot on you, because it could be dangerous if you burnt yourself. So it would be dangerous if you burnt yourself, but it could be a risk that you burned yourself. So that's more of my trays. Let me pop those together like that and pop those on my chair at the side. Okay. I did get a couple more foil things as well, but I got those from Aldi, so I'll show you those in a minute. And if I'm looking at not looking at the lens, I do apologise. I've got my iPad set up on like this tray thing with a proper iPad tray with a slot. Slot. I told you it'd been a long day. A slot in there that is to hold it, but I keep looking at the red button that's to start and stop rather than at the lens, so I apologise. I tell you. Anyway. Now, you might remember, I think I showed you these nuts last week for my trifle, pistachio nuts I needed. And to me, Home Bargains is the best value for nuts that I've found anyway. If you know somewhere that's better value for the same kind of quality, let me know. Because then obviously I'd get them from there, but I buy most of my nuts from Home Bargains. Now I needed, I think it's 70 grams, no it's not, a few grams anyway, chopped up for on top of my trifle that I'm making, which is a Nigel Slater trifle, which you've seen me make the sponge for, the mincemeat sponge. But anyway, we digress. So anyway, rather than buy a pack of the shelled ones, I bought the ones that are in the shell. So I think at the time, I think they were 170 or something for the big bag for 250 grams. So the other night I was watching Coronation Street, and I sat and I just shelled a few, which are here. I shelled them into this dish. There's more than I need there, so what I'll do is weigh them when, or I'll just put them all on, I don't know. I might just chop them up and put them all on. I do love pistachios. I love the colour when you crack them open. If don't know if you've ever if you've seen them, the lovely green inside, beautiful colour. So I just put them in there, my little glass Pyrex dish thing, so that they're ready for when I need to use them. The reason I didn't get my almonds and my hazelnuts blanched ones from Home Bargains, they don't sell them. They just sell the ones that are not blanched or anything. Some of them might be shelled, something to sell shelled, but they don't, that I've found, they don't sell any that have been blanched or anything. Right, moving on. The next thing I got was I got 2 bags of icing sugar. This was the only size that was on there. There's 500 grams in these, and the icing sugar was, let me find it on my list. Wait a second. What were Whitworth's icing sugar, 59p for 500 grams. Which, if you only need a little bit, that's a good size, because it can go lumpy if you don't use it up within a set amount of time. If moisture gets in it or anything. But I've got quite a bit to do, so I've bought a couple. I have bought some more as well, but I just got those while I saw them in there. The icing sugar, don't matter. The bags aren't burst, but honestly, every time you pick a bag of icing sugar, don't want sugar up, but whichever make it is, it always feels sticky. You get sticky on your fingers. I'm just reading this. It's got a tip on the side, and it says, add a light dusting of Whitworth's icing sugar to freshly baked homemade cakes while they're still hot. Keeps them deliciously fresh for longer. Fact. Back in the 1950s, the iconic beehive hairstyle was often held in place using a simple mixture of sugar and water. Do you know, my mum told me that. I didn't believe. Well, I did not believe her. But I thought she was like, are you for real? Are you telling me that truthfully? Imagine having that, but the bees were buzzing round her head all the time in the summer. Anyhow, yeah. 2 bags of icing sugar, 59p each. And as I said, I didn't ever get the piping syringe, so I got a Jane Asher. I keep going on about Jane Asher in Home Bargains, don't I? The Jane Asher piping bag. And this was, let me see, Jane Asher reusable piping bag, 14-inch one, 99p. So that's good value. I haven't opened that yet. I'll leave it sealed, but it's a cloth piping bag, and the idea is you need nozzles. I bought the nozzles as well. Here, look. Nozzle set. There's 4 nozzles on this one, and these were $1.99. 4 nozzles are the ones I use most often. This is what she said, not me. Perfect for making your cakes and cupcakes look pretty and personalised, either with buttercream or royal icing. You've got an open star, which is great for swirling on cupcakes or for piping edges around cakes. A closed star for making star and shell shapes. A small round for writing or for small dots, trellis and scrolls. And a large round for large writing or polka dots. They're what I call the straight ones. I just meant it come out in a tube. Unless you went wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. It still comes out in a tube, but it'll curl as well. I am being a bit daft, I know, today, but I'm sorry. Trying to lighten the mood a little bit. I'm fed up of coronavirus, as you can tell. Yeah, so those are the nozzles. I don't know if I put this to the lens. There you go, look. You can see the shape through the holes. You can see the light through the shape, the nozzle at the back. So this is your open star. This is your closed star. And this open star, closed star. Then you've got the small round and the large round. So that's that. So what you would do is drop one of these inside the bag, fill it with icing, twist the bag and squeeze gently till it starts to come out, and then you do your pattern or your design. When I do my gonks, if you want them videoing, as I said, I'll do that. And I'll show you how to use them, both. I'll show you how to use both, and then you can see both in action, see which you like best. Now, last year, in Home Bargains. They may still have these, but I didn't really take any notice. I found these in my my pantry this morning, and I thought, I forgot about these. So I can't remember how much they were, but they weren't expensive. They'd probably be £1 or so. These are all the tools that when I'm doing my cakes, I'd forgotten all about them. They're all the different shaping tools that you need, that you can use. They're like silicone, plastic and silicone. You've got spreaders, and these make all lines on the icing. You've got a star shape which you can punch in like that, or you can drag like this. There's all sorts. Like a spear shape. We've got a scallop shape and a knife shape, and then like an arrowhead there, look. And then this one's like a star. Now, these are for icing, but you can use them for clay and things like that as well. I am sure that Home Bargains still do these, but I didn't notice because I wasn't looking for them. I pop those in with my icing thing, and then we know where they are. And then when I do my gonks and things, I'll show you them if I need to use them. So, going back to the haul, I needed some dried cranberries for my biscotti. I don't know if you've seen that. If you want the recipe, I will put it on the video. But if you do want when I do it, but if you do want the recipe, if you look at This Morning app and look for the James Martin biscotti, it's on there. And I think these he said would be good for 2 or 3 weeks. I think if you keep them in a tin or a glass jar or something. But anyway, these were 79p. Again, dried fruit, really good value in Home Bargains. 170 grams. If you went to the herbalist at the Whole Foods and the organic foods places for these, it cost you a lot more money than that. So when you're buying or you're needing dried fruits or nuts and things, check out Home Bargains each time first. You'll find they're a lot cheaper. I also picked up some Jane Asher vanilla essence. I do like to use extract, but vanilla's handy should you need it. Now the vanilla essence was, again, not very expensive. Jane Asher, where is she? Flavouring, vanilla, 59p for 38ml. Okay, now for Christmas Day, whole chestnuts, cooked, peeled and ready to eat. It's got a recipe on the back for chestnut stuffing balls. Tells you all the health stuff that's on here as well. These are all ready to go. And I used these last time with my sprouts, and they were brilliant. Sprouts stir-fried with chestnuts and bacon lardons. Gorgeous. So they are very, very good for that. And again, these were good value. $1.19 for it already done. And if you buy a net of them in the supermarket that are not peeled, cooked or anything, they're more than that. So really good value in Home Bargains again. I'm running out of space at this side. You can see it's creeping up here. Right, for the gnome gonk things, we also need the Rice Krispie squares. Now, I've never used these before, but on the video, on the television, when it showed her doing them, she used one of these to shape. So you have to get your hands in and get sticky with it. So I will be doing that. I think I might have to wear vinyl gloves though, because I don't like it if it gets down my nails and things. My hands are sticky. I'm not a sticky hand kind of a person. I don't like it. Now there's 8 in here, and these were $1.99, I think. Yep. And whatever's left, we can take the pack up, so that's good. And then I also bought Jane Asher again. 2 packs of the red fondant, and that's the other one, and then 2 packs of the Christmas green fondant as well. Now there is 250 grams in each of these, and these were 75p each. Again, for the gonks, gnomes, things, that's what they're for. And that's the Home Bargains haul. I think that's everything from there. And I think I need to move things over here, and then I can show you Aldi's. Nearly at the end, folks, don't worry. Right, a quick refresh. And excuse me while I lean up here and get these ones. Right, I'll rattle through these as quick as I can now for you. I'm aware it's a bit of a long video. Raspberry jelly and a orange jelly. I love these. These cubes, my nana used to eat one of these cubes every day. She swore by it for her nails and her hair and her teeth and things. Fat free these ones as well, which is good. So I've got those. Those are for trifles or whatever. Just handy to have in. I got some more fondant icing while they had it in. This is a kilo as well. This was £1.49 a kilo, and the Tesco one was £2. So well done, Aldi. I also got another box of icing sugar. I like the fact that it's in a box rather than just a paper bag. It's by the pantry, but it's for Aldi. They do caster sugar as well in this make apparently. And this was, let's see, sugar icing, 69p for, is that 500 grams? Yeah, 500 grams. So that's a good buy. The other trays I got were from Aldi. And these are classed as small roasting trays for roasting vegetables and small joints. It says strong and easy to use, nothing to wash up, dispose and recycle. Again, if you do a tray bake in these, you can put them in the freezer. Just wrap it with foil when it's cold and bang it in the freezer. And there are, I think there's 5 in here, or 6. 6 in here. Roasting tray, £1.49 for 6. That's brilliant. So I've got a good selection now. So that's good. Plenty to use up over Christmas. I save all that washing up and messing about. Brilliant. And as I say, whatever leftovers you've got, then you can freeze it, make it into something else and whatever. Good to have in. Not just at Christmas, but all year round as well. And I picked up these for leftovers or buns or biscuits or whatever. These storage, they're like a plastic lidded bowl. And there's a set of 3. One, just a minute. One, 2, like so, and then there's a smaller one that'll fit on top of there as well. I like that because it don't take up a lot of space in your kitchen or your cupboard. You can stack them on top of each other rather than spreading about. You can use them for leftover veg. You can put biscuits in there, cookies in there, mince pie, anything you want you can put in there. Sewing thread, any craft stuff that you're working on for Christmas, pop them in there. Really good buy those. And I think they were 3. Let me have a look. Aldi, Santa, where are we? Containers, £2.99. £2.99 for 3. That's really good, I think. And there were different ones as well. I got the ones with Santa on and Rudolph. Santa and Rudolph ears. You see him with his beard there, look. He's got different faces on. He's got glasses on. He's got a pipe on that one. There's all different faces on him on there. I think they're quite cute. There was candy canes and I think gingerbread men as well. In the range, right, nearly there. Second to the last thing. No, yeah. The snowman, I always have the snowman and the snow dog. Toilet tissue. I usually get the kitchen roll as well, but they didn't have any in Aldi, but I'll get them from Wilco's. They usually have them. There's 4 rolls in there, and they were la 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 la. Oh my goodness, I can't find them. Let me see. You know when you're looking for something quick, you can never blooming see it. Oh, here we are, £1.49, right at the top. Yeah, £1.49 for 4. But they buy the brand that I use all the time anyway. They buy Nikki brand. Their toilet rolls, their toilet rolls, I get from Home Bargains every week. They're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. They won the toilet roll tests a couple of years ago, above Andrex and all the rest of them, for value and strength and consistency and everything. It won the lot, so I've only ever used them since. Really good brand. And they never let you down. They're not thin, they don't put your fingers through them or anything. Really good value. Right, and the last thing I got, well, the last thing that I got that you need to see really, I got some other bits and pieces, just like pepper and stuff, was the Santa Star Shortbread Biscuit Kit. Now, all you need to add to this is butter, I believe. Doobie-doobie-doo, simply add, where's it gone? Shortbread biscuit mix with red, white, black writing icing and cutter included. Yeah, 80 grams of chilled unsalted butter, that's all you need to add to it. And I opened it. This was, where is it, Santa Star Biscuit, $1.79, and you get inside the mix and red, black and white writing icing. Ah, that's where my star cutters come from. Star cutters in the tin. I put the cutter in that tin, but the star-shaped cutter was from this, which is what they've used to pop them out here. I popped it in the tin because I thought, oh, I'll keep it all together, and then I can do different shapes as well. And I'm going to do some other shapes for Christmas, but the star ones are lovely. You could do them, you know, and you could pop a hole in the top and hang them on the tree as well. You could do them in gold, get some edible gold paint and paint that on. You don't have to do the Santas, but the shortbread mix is all in here, apart from the butter. And yeah, so that's the end of my haul. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe, join the journey, join the little family that I've got going. And if anybody wants to do a collaboration with anything, like, I don't know, what can you buy for £10 in Aldi that'll feed you for a full day, or 2 days, or 3 days, or 5 days, whatever. Then, I've seen a few Poundland ones on eating everything from Poundland in a day without veering off onto anything else. That includes the drinks and things. I don't know what the next bright idea will be, but anyhow, our Poundland's in town, so it's quite a trek to there for me, but whatever. The next video, as I say, I'm going to do the menu list, and also then I'm going to do the biscotti video, if you want me to, the gnome and gonk things, and my Christmas Yule log. So the more comments that are on there, then the more I will be pushed to do it. Anyway, for this evening, thank you for joining me. Thanks for staying tuned. I know I've been waffling on a bit and I'm a bit daft today, but like I said at the beginning, it's been a long day. So, my lovelies, give me a thumbs up for the video. I'll see you very soon. Take care. Be good, be kind, look after each other and stay safe. Okay, sweet peas.